What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and as you guys know, you should have it in your muscle memory already. For Madden 21, we are buying a pack from the store and winning 2 games. The daily objectives and all of the stuff surrounding that will be readily available probably within the next coming weeks. As soon as they start to release more information about it, you know, the MUT Master, Level Master, all that good stuff, any other perks that they got going on, you will be able to find all that information here. So make sure you have on your post notifications and you're also subscribed, all right? We're going to be talking about Tom Brady and Gronk. A lot of you guys left a lot of feedback about Gronk. Some of you guys thought that EA overrated him. Some of you guys thought that he sucks. Some of you guys said, yo, he's going to be a boss. Well, let me tell you something right now. In regs, it's going to be very, it's going to be kind of difficult to kind of gauge because I still think that the Ravens, you know, they're going to be pretty much very OP. The Ravens are going to be OP simply because of Lamar Jackson. But don't forget about the Seahawks, because the Seahawks adding Jamal Adams, that's going to be a problem in the game. You know, him and Bobby Wagner are going to be savages, bro. They're just going to avalanching, bro, just fumbles everywhere. It's going to be crazy. But a lot of you guys already know what most players that are going to win are going to be utilizing. They're going to be utilizing the Tampa Bay Bucks. Now, why are they going to be so good? Let me explain to you guys something about the tight end position in Madden. If you guys notice, you can't really hit stick tight ends consistently, and that's been something that's been going on in the game for a while. Now, they actually, you know, gave us the tank ability and things like that to kind of make it so that they gave an excuse for why the hit sticks weren't working. But this is something that you guys have to understand. Everybody needs to get this through their head, bro. Gronkowski is a monster. Mike Evans is a monster. Godwin is more of the speedster guys that you can probably keep underneath. But those 2 big guys with Tom Brady with all those attributes and Hot Route Master and all this stuff at the launch of the game is going to be a nightmare. And I'm just talking about regs. Now, some of you guys are saying, yeah, but Gmia, you don't know what they're going to allow us to unlock in Ultimate Team at the launch. And you guys are absolutely right. We don't know. But all I can tell you is this, right? I'm not saying I'm going to use Tom Brady in MUT. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is they're going to make it so that you want to use those players. So it may turn out that we're forced to use them maybe because they might actually fix lead passing. Like this year, lead passing, in my opinion, was probably one of the worst, you know, pass leading games. They gave you abilities to use it, and it didn't really alter the way the ball was thrown. You know, remember, I started off with Troy Aikman, and we had the pass lead elite. We had a lot of those things going on, and we all figured out early on it doesn't really work. They did try to fix a few things. This guy just threw that Stevie way too blindly. He just threw it right there because, like, I was waiting, I was strafed up, I was doing everything, and he just threw it right there. But what happened was this, right? With the pass lead elite, all that pass leading stuff, none of it really worked, right? So I think that based on some of the gridiron notes, if you guys read that, I read through a lot of them and started to see what's going on. EA was very aware of that throughout the year, that the pass lead was not, you know, working the way it was supposed to. Now, in certain cases, on certain throws, if you had a route that was going towards that way, say you were running a post route, you could lead it and it would kind of shift the ball a little bit more, the in routes and stuff like that. But with general passes inside and outside the numbers, it was useless. I do expect that they're going to give a little bit more benefits to, you know, these field generals and players like Tom Brady in the game. Now, why is that important for us as far as MUT? Well, more than likely, Tom Brady is going to have an elite card. He's going to have the ability to get certain things that we may be able to utilize early, depending on how we can pass the ball, how the players move around once we get the final build. All of those things are going to be a factor into how we're going to utilize the tight end position. But EA Sports has made it very clear that they don't want it so that a guy can come out with a punter and hand the ball off to a running back and win championships. They've made it very clear that they're going to do things as far as like the run fits to kind of make it so that you can't be able to just run the ball every single snap. They've changed up the awareness of the lineman. So if you keep doing the same type of things, like, it doesn't work. Like, there's so many different adjustments that's been added into the game. But the one thing that I can tell you is this: the passing game is going to have to be a factor this year, because EA Sports did receive, you know, heat from different outlets about, yo, why is this guy running around all game and his quarterback is a punter and he's winning these championships? Like, people started to talk about it outside of, you know, the regular EA Sports community. And they started to look at it like, this is a problem. You have to make these guys be able to use a quarterback. Like, a quarterback should be necessary to do these things. So because of that, I do believe that the run game won't be as OP, but that doesn't mean that it won't be a factor in our games. So utilizing tight ends early on will open up the run game. Now, Gronkowski, we have to see what kind of card Zach Gentry's going to get. We got to see what kind of legends they drop off right away. I will tell you this right now, though. Players like Shannon Sharp, 6'2", things like that, I don't know how they're going to make it to where the players can actually, you know, run their routes the proper way, because a lot of you guys are saying like, yo, Gmia, are we only going after height? And I think that that's going to be something that we're going to have to focus on, guys, like even more. Because regardless of what people are saying, I don't think EA is going to tone down the fact that you can win one-on-one catches, even though, you know, we do in triple team, quadruple teams and all that stuff like that. It's pretty much the height factor and the ability of your player to be bigger than the other player that allows the Gmia streak and the Moss action to happen. So I don't really feel that that's a focus for them. You know, has it been reported? Has people say, oh my God, this guy's mossing me. Oh my God, I suck. Yeah, they've reported that. But again, how is that going to be a factor when the players have to have that height? You know what I'm saying? Like, these players have to be the height that they actually are in the game. And if a guy is smaller, it has to be an advantage. It's always been an advantage for bigger players, which is why a lot of tight ends get fade routes in the end zone when they get in there into the, you know, whatever. You know, Kyle Rudolph, when he mossed the dude to win the game and they thought it was a push off. No, he's just bigger than the other guys. So I think that that's going to remain. And I'm pointing all of this out because we're getting very, very close to when we're going to actually start team building. So I just want to keep this thought in your minds that the tight end positions, especially these elite tight ends, they're going to cost. Oh, yeah, throw it to all my players. Throw it to 3 players and let them all drop it. It's going to cost. And because it's going to cost, we got to be prepared for that, because you might end up in your first pack pulling the Gronkowski like, yo, let me sell him now. You might not want to do that depending on the way the game plays. So those are just some more important factors that I want to, you know, bring up to you guys, let you guys understand exactly what's going on. And then we're going to pretty much go from there once the game is released. But we're getting so many questions here, and I just want to start to give you guys back that feedback, because you guys are getting antsy to get your hands on the game. And, you know, it's going to be here soon. And look, bro, is it going to create rage? Probably. But we're going to find a way to limit that rage. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're going to do. Like right here, Gronk, let him sign off right here, dude. This dude don't want no more problems. He's done. And that's the way it's probably going to be, but not in the similar fashion of the way he just caught that. But we'll figure out a way, and we'll plan accordingly, and then we'll build our teams together, and then you guys will go your route. If you feel that something else works for you, you go after it. For me, it's for the core audience to let them understand how they're going to be able to win more games. I want my viewers to feel comfortable going into Weekend League, winning higher averages of games. We were very successful this year. I want to continue that going forward, just giving out the blueprint to make sure that you guys enjoy the game, regardless of what EA gives us once the game is launched later in August. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You continue to be safe. Have an unbelievable day. Until next time, one love, y'all.